So, hey guys, Chauzu here. PvP finals started as part of World Cruise, so yeah, I'll be following it live for the first few hours before I have to go to work, and then I'll be playing most of the time until the end. So I'm just going to do a stream alert for those interested. Let me just get the next game started. Okay, there we go. Hello there, Jefferson. Welcome. So we'll see if we can get people to put up easier teams at the top. Probably going to be more harder in the beginning, I imagine. Yeah, Team Robin hype. Hopefully it goes pretty well. Sheik is incredibly scared to face for slasher teams. But you go so hard in the beginning that even if Sheik goes off later, you should be able to clean up with your remaining units. I'm not too worried here. Like, get rid of Broggy here, for example, and you're good. But yeah, you might be a wipe here. Well, we actually survived. Pretty cool. I had one game before where I just got completely wiped by Shiki by the front line. So yeah, I imagine I'll mostly be using slashers, but yeah, we'll see what we face. And once we get to the top, we can start checking the leaderboard to compare how it's going. Yeah, as you see, there's still a lot of hard defense teams up. Well, I guess that's not too bad. Let's do it. We also got some news today, of course, that we can talk about during the stream. The thing I was mostly surprised by is that we still don't have a Green Bull rerun after all this time. I'm not sure what's happening with that. It's very odd. Yeah, this Free Spirit team was so good not long ago, and yeah, it's already pretty outdated, funnily enough. Honestly, the most scary unit in Free Spirit nowadays is the Sorrow. Both by being a defensive backbone, but you take so much damage with him. I especially feel like these slasher teams do. I guess the defense is on the lower side, so you end up getting pummeled hard. But yeah, we can see that a lot of people are playing right now. I dropped rank quite substantially between battles. Like I could have gone strength for this as well, but yeah. Don't really feel like switching teams right now. Like, it's hard to see this team losing most matchups anyway. One great thing with this team is that Sandy always goes off at really good times, and that puts the team in an amazing position most of the time. And yeah, it's amazing how spammable S-Hawk is with this special. He can often use it twice in the first 50 seconds, which is just crazy. And that's the wipe. Many do think S-Hawk is a mistake, and I tend to agree, I guess. Well, it's pretty good to be not too fast spending level 11 break posters in general. But of course you know that there are some units that are pretty valuable with it. Not sure if Super Chauzu is the best now, but of course for PvP, but that's also mainly on defense, and I will personally not spend for defense posters. Like, posters are mainly meant for like offensive juggernauts, the S-Hawk, the Roger Whitebeard, the Luffy. And the Luffy, that is, of course. Well, that was a fast win. Yeah, not a great cerebral team. Once we hit first, we can start checking the ranking a bit. See how global is comparing to JP so far. Yeah, SOC is very strong. This team looks a bit scary. Maybe I should try Quick to slow it down a bit. I put SOC on the bench on Quick, so maybe it's interesting in trying Quick as well. Like, why not put him on Quick? He's a driven unit. Not really driven focused, but he can get buffs and everything. So sounds like a pretty good final sub on a team like this. Especially since the other bench units are also more driven focused than quick focused. But yes, I talked about yesterday. Good chance I dropped the Sora from quick driven once I pull Crocodile and Doffy and Mihawk, the cross skill legend. I think they are an improvement in most ways. She went off a bit slow, sadly. We didn't get the special buy and everything. We also managed to neuter Luffy a bit there with the attack down from Sugar, so that's nice. Okay, let's see if SOC can do any work here. Might not even be needed. But the opposing SOC is also very scary right now if he goes off at the wrong time. But yeah, Fuji should finish the game here. Okay. I already dropped this much. People are really going hard in the beginning. Well, that's a weird team. Hello there, Tiago Luz. Welcome. I hope that me being high in the ranking can also help influence people putting up easier teams. But I don't think it has been the hardest defense teams either so far. Like, I imagine in the beginning there's also a more random influx of top teams. Like, there's a lot of beginners and such able to keep up in the beginning, but then fall off pretty quickly after. Yeah, that's a wipe. Looks like another quick battle. Like, SOC on the bench is not even scary here, since yeah, what happens if SOC kills 3 units? It wouldn't matter. We got a pretty good bench anyway. And not that many units left for the opponent. Yeah, JP being good in the beginning is not surprising. as I said in my video yesterday, if Global wants to compete, it's going to be down to 3 teams. Do you feel like SOC just kills the old school defense teams? Well, a lot of them, not most of them. Like, Free Spirit is still incredibly annoying on defense for it. Like, Dynamic Arena and Boa teams still suck a lot. But I'd say it's favored for Slasher, but far from a safe win. Not often you see Roger Whitebeard before S-Hog, not sure. Quite impressive that Lilith survived that Roger Whitebeard attack. But yeah, another fast one. I will also say that I've struggled with Slasher against Strength. Not a great matchup, I'd say, from my experience. Let's see who is first. Okay, I'm already 4th. Yeah, I haven't tried Slasher against that Cerebral team. Like, it's often a dice roll, you just need to go before Dynamic Arena. In my experience, S-Hog usually does. But he's just not... Like, it feels weird to talk about weakness of S-Hog, but he doesn't often kill any unit his first special. Which sounds like a weird complaint since he leaves them at like 5% HP remaining. But... like, being low HP and being killed is quite a big difference. Source Honey before Dynamic Arena will be huge. And yeah, this is why Source Honey are so good. Everybody gets to skip Dynamic Arena now. Maybe you can even take them out. Best case scenario. Yeah, I can't recommend that, Jefferson. Like, the way I usually do myself in situations like that is that I level up, but I don't include dupes I'd need for stuff like Super Tandem or Final Tap. But I haven't done any Luffy yet, since I doubt I will use him much in normal PvP. Like, he's great in Grand Party. But I don't also feel like he has to be super high stats for Grand Party, if that makes sense. He still does his job pretty well. We'll see how I feel in the future. Does the order of your first 5 Pyromulo units really matter? They might. Like, some positions have to take more hits. So if you put a weak unit somewhere, there's bigger chance of them going down, stuff like that. And the prediction for the last global annual legend coming up for Kisuna. It's a tough one. I guess Lucci makes sense. Like, Lucci has to get a legend at some point. Yeah, I don't feel like using slashers against Strength. Lucci should get a legend at some point, and it doesn't feel likely that they'll do, say, Luffy versus Lucci. Especially when the timing will be around 10th anniversary. Imagine 10th anniversary and the Luffy legend is Luffy versus Lucci. I don't think that's happening, even if it would be funny. So, yeah. Maybe a Lucci, I don't know. Like, if he's like a Das Bones legend could happen, but I don't feel like he can carry a part. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I do feel like we should get a Das Bones unit at least. But might be another support recruit. Yeah, could be a lot of versus units, going to be fun to see what ends up getting chosen. It's going to be a lot of damage. But it's good that Luffy went before Blackbeard. That's the main weakness of this Blackbeard. He's as slow as Luffy, so he'll often end up going after. This could be a loss though, we'll see. Rise of Shinobu should go off again soon. S-Sock special should be going off though, which is nice. Let's see the damage. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, S-Hawk, funnily enough, buffs this team as well. Quick Driven has lacked a unit like that, and I don't feel like he's good in the front. You sacrifice too much by doing that, but I might try it in the future. But coming in late game like that, really strong. Oh, it's this team again. Easy win. But yeah, in terms of positions, if you feel a team works pretty wonky, you can try switching positions around before changing units, but it's just hard when it's a bit arbitrary like that. And sometimes positions doesn't matter that much, there's always some RNG to it. But I experimented with that a ton when I got my first place in PvP, because then there wasn't much I could do in changing teams, so I could try changing Wasp position, so I experimented a ton with it, and I didn't really get any good answers for myself for what worked and what didn't work. Yeah, cross skill will be great for the quick driven team. I actually slept really well, which I'm very happy for, but it's still an early hour to go up at. Only 12 games, it feels like a lot more than that. Yeah, I prefer to not face opposing slashers. That feels like a bait. AF bait. But I'm kinda intrigued to try it. The best bait are teams where you see it's bait, but you're still interested. Yeah, I hope my defense team can help inspire others to put up 3 teams for the sake of everyone. Remember, for World Cruise, defense wins don't count, so even if you do up hard defense and get extra points for it, that won't change you on the leaderboard. The only thing that matters is your offense wins. Sorosani went a little late there, very unfortunate. Nobody binded. Not sure if that's RNG or if I have some resistances. I don't really remember all of the resistances by heart. And yeah, I know a lot of people rate Yamato high in PvP, but I've not seen it personally. Or I've experienced it versus other teams, but I can't tell you why Yamato is okay. Like, on paper, this Yamato is atrocious on PvP. Oh, Akira Toriyama died. That sucks. Spent a lot of my childhood reading Dragon Ball, and I still follow Dragon Ball Super. I guess I've already faced the people above me. Not this one though, but yeah, no thanks. Let's check the ranking a bit in World Cruise. Don't have a in-game ranking there, so we have to go here. I'm 20th place. Yeah, there's a lot of JP at the top, but we're not that far behind. So we're keeping pace, like this is a marathon really. And wonder if you can see how many points we get for placements. There we see. Yeah, that's just the team event points. Here. So, yeah, as you see, this is quite substantial differences in points. So right now, I just got 50 points, but I do aim to be somewhere in the top 10, as high as possible. We'll see what's realistic. No, there's no boosters or anything, so you can use any team you want. Like if there's no S-Hawk, sure. I'll try it. Ian, you have to click the link I just did live on stream, and you'll be able to find your team there. As well as check on your progress in the event. Okay, great Sorosandi timing. Skipping that Roddy Viper special a bit. He might not even survive this barrage of specials coming. Nope. And that's GG, like Roddy Viper dead, no S-Hawk. Slasher is powerless then. And we get an S-Hawk sweep again. Pretty common sight nowadays. Yeah, feel free to post. Like you need an ID, so it's easier to just go in-game to look, but... one fun thing for me is that my in-game ranking is going to be very similar to my website points, since I won't be getting any points on defense. And honestly, that's better, because in a way, defense points are a waste since they don't count. So me not getting barely any at all will be very helpful. Yeah, bulky int defense as an defense archetype is basically dead now. But yeah, I've never seen such a competitive start to a Pyro Rumble final. But yeah, we never get starts like this. Like usually when the big part of PvP starts, it has been going for a while. And yeah, could look a bit at treasure map Sugo as well. I shall decide what part I pull on. And it's rough, every part has good and bad parts for me. So I'm honestly not sure what part I should pull on. Like part 1 has the Shanks that I'll take dupes for sure. I don't mind Odin Toki dupes either, Sub dupes fine. We have this Annie's Sorrow, which is awful now. Power crept badly. Part 2 has the Kobe I don't have, Anki Luffy, which I will be happy to get dupes for, but also the Scabbers Legend, which I don't want to pull a single copy of. While part 3 has the Luffy, who of course will be nice to get dupes of. But the Ace, I always have him max, but he's not really used much. And I have the Wives max, so in terms of Annie Legends, probably part 1 and part 2 just for Kobe. But Kobe is also a unit I don't care much for, like it's just PvP, nothing else. Part 1 also has Nami Karina, which is always nice to get dupes of. But I don't care about the other Trash Map Legends really. But honestly, I don't really care about the Trash Map Legends on any part. So yeah. We also have the fact that part 1 doesn't have cross skill guaranteed. Final step. So maybe I should do part 2 anyway, but the question is which part 2? Or which part 2 or part 3? So I'll have to think about that. So yeah, I don't know if I actually even pull anything on part 1, like part 1 has some good steps in the beginning, but I don't want to go to 30 multis. So do I even do any pulls and risk doing 40 multis, or do I just commit to a part 2 or part 3 and do at least not more than 30 multis? Like, that's the question. And cross skill, I don't really feel like pulling more than one of them at this stage. I have to get one. So it's basically part 2 or 3. Oh, I finally hit first. Woo! And yeah, when you hit first, there's no reason to play for a bit. Well, I'm second now, so we can see if anyone is above me. But yeah, when you're at the very top, you have to wait for people to catch up and pass you. So yeah, let's just wait a bit. Can look here at the news a bit. Kobe. I didn't feel like they changed him that much. Don't remember his captain either. It's not that great. Oh yeah, here moves the spear now as well, which is really good. His chain boost is higher now, which is really good as well. And they added a heal to him. Like, it's not bad, it's a solid upgrade, but they could have just made this from the start and not need a 5+, it's still dumb. They should at least do like a color change or something, I'd say. So yeah, definitely a solid unit that I think will see some use going forward. $50 million reward points. And we know about the bounty boost. And yeah, I checked the booster list the other day. Don't remember there being anything weird about it. It's the expected stuff. We still have the New Year Legends boosted, which is very nice. No other random legend boosted though. It's always fun when they do some random boosted legend. Dropped the bits, now I can play again. Like, teams like this is just very bad, but I haven't tried facing a Cerebral like this, so we can try. Free Spirit is a lot more scary. Cerebral is also scary, but not to the same extent. This team didn't even have a bench either, so that also weighs up for it. I'm just going to get some more coffee. Well, looks like we had a good start here, so this should be an easy win, even with all of these special going off. And Esok will finish it off. GG. Haven't lost yet at least, so we take that. Like, this is one of the few teams I don't want to face. Stupid Korean for doing that team. Here we have a real champ. Thank you, fellow Passione teammate Nature Hero. This is what I'm talking about. You also have the free wife defense. This is actually not a super Pyro Rumble, it's a normal Pyro Rumble, but we have a bit of a World Cruise touch on it. But the main thing about it not being a super PvP is that we don't have any boosters, we can use whoever we want, which is pretty refreshing. Don't have to try and fit random units on the bench, stuff like that. World Cruise rank looks at the points you got on offense, so defense wins do not count. So it will be slightly different to your leaderboard points. For me it will be very similar since I barely ever get any defense wins. I do get them semi-regularly. I would prefer not getting any for this Super PvP. Or for this now I said Super PvP, for this World Cruise Pyro Rumble final. And as I said, I think not getting any defense wins will be a major boon for me. Because usually the way... Here we have another PN with free team. Shoutouts to Passione. My former teammates doing the good fight. If you're first, it's not really worth going on. Like, it depends. Like, if nobody plays, you can try and build a small gap. Usually that doesn't really matter, but people often do that. But like in this point where we are a lot of people pushing, just wait a bit until you're not first or second anymore, and then play a bit more. You will see me doing that during this stream. But yeah, the cool thing with free defense teams here and not getting defense wins, usually the points end up being very similar at the top. But the way it will work is that even if I'm very close to other people going hard, I will usually be above them on the website, since a lot of their points will be defense wins, and for me there will be no defense win points. So that will actually be a factor. But yeah, shoutouts to Passione here for putting up free teams. Like, the more of us who do this, we will influence other people to do the same. It will be a benefit to everyone. But of course, sadly, I won't be around that soon for a few hours much due to being at work. I will try to play as much as I can at work, but as a teacher, it's very limiting, even if I can play PvP more than other modes at work. Yeah, that's a weird team. We can try it. So yeah, this turned out to be pretty easy. win streak lives on. Let's see if I can win every game on stream. That would be highly unlike me. I usually get a lot of random losses. Unless there's 3 defense teams. I'm very good at beating 3 teams. Yeah, this Korean, please go away. Come on. Even in AF, the old bros are doing their thing. I will wait a bit. I'm not going to reward them. But we also have this fun part I said where actually I will face ace, because even if I lose, that's still good for me, since he will get points he won't be able to use on the leaderboard. So actually me losing to ace is not bad, and if I win it's not bad either. So ace I'll actually face, since he's a competitor in World Cruise. It's a funny scenario where if I face a teammate, it's fine if I win or lose. If I win, I get points to the leaderboard. If I lose, my opponent gets in-game points that don't count on the leaderboard. So yeah, sure, I'll face ace, but not the other guy. Well, we could see. No, I don't think that other Korean is on Robin. We could check though, because I'm fine losing to Robin members and giving them points that don't count to leaderboard. And like, this is definitely not an unwinnable matchup, it's just very annoying RNG. And it can easily sway in the opponent's favor. But yeah, ace is on Team Robin. Probably one of the more scary competitors, but the issue we're talking about scary competitors, it really depends on how many Kisna pots do you have. Is it 100 pots? That could be decently scary, not super scary. 200 pots and you want to use them, super scary. 50 pots basically means you're irrelevant in the top 1 discussion, so not scary at all. So how many pots you have depends a lot. But yeah, we should double check the other Korean if he's on Robin. And we'll also have to see when the other bro starts playing. B-Mill, he's also in my team. Both the very annoying Korean bro alliance members joined AF. Like when I got first in Pyro Rumble, I had both Ace and B-Mill on the team, and they pushed me so hard. But I won in the end, so that was a nice confidence boost. That's like the one time I've actually been good in PvP. I managed to find all the teams to beat them. That's pretty chill. I see no reason not to go slasher. I actually have a Dex team, but I don't really see the reason to use it anymore. But yeah, for a long time I refused to face teams like this. Quick free spirit with the Sorrow. Super annoying, tons of bulky units, lots of healers. Roddy Whitebeard wasn't able to break them through alone, but with S-Hawk, I figure it should be very realistic. Sora going off at that great time. Sora Sanji. Yeah, that's GG. Let's see if there's anyone I can face. Otherwise, we'll check the website again, I think. We actually have... Oh, he's 8th. I do want to see the name of the Korean so we can check that, at least. I might have passed him, though. Yeah, looks like I don't have anyone above me I can face, so let's refresh. I probably dropped a few ranks in that minute. Yep. Definitely someone I can face now. He's here! And same with B-mail. I'll face him since I don't mind losing. Great if I win, not bad if I lose, so a win-win. But yeah, B-mail and Ace will definitely be hard competitors in Pyro Rumble portion. For me, I just don't know if they will be relevant after that with Treasure Map and Kizuna. I know Ace can do well from time to time. I never really see B-mail do super well. So I'm not really sure what to expect. No Sorosanji special, which is a shame. Should be a lot of damage here from Roddy Whitebeard and S-Hawk. I hate when Zoro launches his special though, like... that changes things a lot. We start taking a lot of damage from Zoro now. Okay, we won. Nice. When do we get the Blitz rewards? I heard today, but we haven't got them yet, so we'll see. Should be this week, I guess. Don't really keep up with that. Yeah, that's a heartless team for sure. Shoutouts to the Passione guys again with the free defense. Should do a website check. Can do it on the side. One of the cool things with